Well, we tried last night, but a certain somebody was tired. Forgive me, but
I was
welcome to
tired too. I
another.
feel bad. I was tired too.
But welcome to another rapid fire edition of the Mizzle and Dub Show. He is Mizzle. I am Dub, and as you can see, uh, since basketball season is over, we now turn our focus to the orange and black, and then pretty soon the team that he roots for in silver black will pretty soon get into that because training camp will come as sooner than you think.
Well, hell,
But
the
anyhow,
rookies are already there. Well, they're
they
involuntary.
are. It is rookie
They're
OTAs,
voluntary workouts, so it's already
voluntary
started.
OTAs, but
Yeah.
it's also mandatory rookie minicamp that's going right out across the NFL, which we might just dive into the schedules of our respective teams possibly later on in the show. But anyhow, the conference finals in the association got off to a unbelievable start as the Nuggets as well as they played a game today. But if you're Mike Malone, you have to be a little bit disappointed because with the way Denver shot the ball, and they shot the ball fantastically
And
tonight,
you're up by 21.
and you're up by 21 points. You put up 72 in the first half, and I mean Nikola Jokic is just, as you would say, a walking triple double in a bag.
No.
Or,
Every time he walks into an arena, he's walking in that arena with a triple double in his pocket. The man
well,
almost had, oh man almost had a triple double in the first quarter.
well
First quarter.
he had his sixth of this playoff run thus far, and the Denver Nuggets continue to hold serve at home. They are 7-0 so far in this postseason run as the Nuggets squeak by the Lakers 132 to 126.
And it shouldn't
Once
have been a squeak by. It shouldn't have been a squeak by. They were getting manhandled.
it should have been a massacre because the Nuggets were doing anything and everything they wanted to do. It seemed like every shot that they put up was going in. I mean, the case in point of this game was it was two particular shots. Into the third quarter, Anthony Davis is just playing fantastic defense on Jokic, and Jokic from Boulder, Colorado, from Folsom Field, where the Buffaloes play college football, just throws up a prayer, and it was
It
answered.
wasn't a prayer. It
Then,
wasn't a prayer. He knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing. It wasn't a prayer. It wasn't a prayer. Stop.
and the only thing Mr. Glass could do is just smile because I'm like, what more can you do? I'm all over him. My hands are up. I'm just as tall as him. Have about perhaps the same amount of wingspan of him, and Joker just said, "Go in."
Do you know what's going to
And
happen
then
this
Jamal
series?
practically,
This is what's going
what's
to happen.
that?
I'm sorry. And I'll let you finish. The Nuggets are going to tire out the Lakers. If game one was like this and they put all that effort in to come back down 21, come back from 21, they were exhausted playing the Warriors. I believe Jokic to put that weight on him and just going to wear him down. I mean, it's going to be a constant fight, but I still believe the series will shift when it gets to LA because I believe both teams are undefeated at home, so they're protecting home very well.
Correct.
So, I mean, I'm just looking forward.
Well, here's the thing. For those that have never played in altitude, they will tell you eat more carbs, drink 20% more water than what you normally would drink, because your lungs will be burning within that first 5 minutes of playing altitude. Now, obviously, the Nuggets are used to it because they do play 41 games a year inside the ball arena, and the atmosphere inside ball arena was simply fantastic. Crowd was into it, even though Laker fans do travel well as you would
Very
expect
well.
them to.
And we're loud in there too. We heard you. We heard
there
you
was
fans up in here.
there was a contention there, but I will say this, and like I said, Denver shot 54. Both teams shot the ball well. Both teams shot
Very well.
54%
Very well.
from the floor. Denver shot 46 from 3-point range, Lakers 45. But I think the key was the rebounding by the Nuggets, 47 rebounds to 30, but 15 of those were offensive. And it seemed like at least the Joker had half of them because it just seemed like they were missing shots. The long rebounds, the 50-50 balls just seemed to be in the Nuggets' advantage.
Yes.
um, which turned in even though the Lakers had one more assist than the Nuggets, 30-29.
Wow.
But I mean, yeah, and actually there was really not many turnovers. The Lakers took care of the ball. They only turned the ball over 7 times. Denver,
Yeah.
for what it's worth, only turned the ball over 11 times. But the Lakers only got 5 points off those 7 turnovers. Nuggets got,
Ah,
but here lies the problem, and it reared its ugly head today. The Nuggets had 19 fast break points. As you know, the Lakers have been horrible on transition defense all season long.
yeah.
That reared its ugly head. And that possibly could be a problem. Points in the paint.
So the two teams that they beat, they run the floor very well and they handled it very well. I mean, don't get me wrong. Denver is a different type of breed because you have Jokic bringing the ball up and Jamal Murray and everybody else from the wings and stuff like that. But Memphis moves just as fast. We know the Warriors thrive off getting that. So I think Darvin Ham will make adjustments. It won't be the same. I don't think that it'll happen that way in game 2 because I believe this was a filler for both teams. They both try, even though they have played each other, but Denver has not played this version of the Lakers. So
No, they have not. No,
this is a filler out. I believe game 2 won't probably be as much high scoring because I believe both teams are going to come out playing. I think the Lakers will come out playing better defense because now they have film. Now they know what they're trying to work and stuff like that, how they can counter. So it'll be nice to see what Darvin Ham does game 2. I believe that Mike Malone will stick to the pedigree, let Jokic eat and everybody else around. But I like to see Mike Malone adjustments he's going to make.
Well, here's the difference in between the Grizzlies and the Warriors in what the Lakers played. Now, again, of course, you have the greatest shooting backcourt of all time in Clay and Steph and whatnot. John Morant was not John Morant because he's been having his own issues. But the difference in this particular series is the Nuggets have shooters everywhere.
Facts.
That's the difference.
From your one all the way to your 5, they can all shoot.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The whole starting five was in double figures.
Not shocking.
Okay. The only person that did not hit a 3-pointer for the Nuggets that played was Braun and Aaron Gordon, but Aaron Gordon still had 12 points because Aaron Gordon shot 4 of 9 from the field. But
he was getting to the basket too.
Yes, he was. Yes, Aaron Gordon is still athletic and can still get to the rim.
He is still a slam dunk champion now, people.
Just watch the Zach LaVine, Aaron Gordon slam dunk competition. One of the best duels since Michael and Dominique. Which
It almost made me believe that they were coming back with the dunk contest. That it was that entertaining, and we ain't had an entertaining dunk contest in years, as you just said.
In years, okay.
Hell, it wasn't. I don't think the last time it was entertaining when Vince Carter just ran through Oakland. It's over.
Anyhow, but I mean, the whole starting 5 for Denver scored. Gordon had 12. Michael Porter Jr. had 15. Was 3 of 6 from 3-point range. Jokic hit all of his threes, shot 12 of 17, had 34, 21, and 14 in 42 minutes.
Is that 21 14 rebounds or
21 rebounds, 14 assists? Almost had a 30-20-20 triple-double.
What is up with these 20 rebound gangs, man? AD, Looney. I think AD and Looney are the only ones that had 20. Because now that Jokic didn't have a 20, I could be wrong. Yeah. We'll research that later, but I believe it's only 3 people that have.
Yeah, those 3. Like I said, this is his 6th triple-double so far this playoffs. I don't doubt if Denver advances, he's going to have somewhere in between 10 to 15 easily in his sleep.
Can I clear something up real quick before we continue?
Go ahead.
Because I've been hearing this chatter that about, yes, I know Embiid choked. He didn't support his team like that, but they're talking about that Embiid shouldn't have got the MVP. He should have went to Jokic. Ladies and gentlemen, the MVP is a regular season award. It does not go into the playoffs. So understand what you're talking about before you try to down talk the MVP in Philly. He dominated the regular season. Looked like shit in the playoffs. Regular season, MVP. So I just want to anybody that didn't know about Jokic should be the MVP, Yet Jokic right now, if they had a playoff MVP, yeah, Jokic be eating right now, getting that.
If we're talking about MVP in the playoffs, it's down between three people: Anthony Davis,
Yes.
Nikola Jokic,
Yes.
and Jimmy Butler.
Ooh, I think I would have to give it to Jimmy though. Not to be biased and everything, because I'm a big Jimmy Butler fan and I do like Jokic, but you cannot question the heart that Jimmy puts on that court from the moment that clock starts running until they go back into that locker room. He is the most. I can do a whole segment on Jimmy. I can do a whole segment.
We'll talk more about that as we preview Game 1 tonight of the Eastern Conference Finals, or really, we should say Game 8 because it's a continuation of last year's Eastern Conference Finals.
Everything's almost like a repeat.
Well, yeah, you could technically call this Game 6 from the Walt Disney tournament if you want to.
It will forever be a bubble championship. I don't care if they played 81 games. Finish. You didn't play a full-fledged fucking season.
Okay. Since you went there, I'm a finish for because we've been going back and forth with a supporter of the show. Went to Barefoot High. Okay.
Solid Laker fan.
And he's a member of Raider Nation. Okay. Gregory Pace, we love you. We do. But how dare you try to call me out and say, well, no, because we have said more than one time on this show, and you can go through the archives, pick any show you want to. We have said more than once. We said about the Dodgers in 2020. If it had been our Giants, I would have not claimed that championship. If the Sixers or the Warriors would have claimed that won the bubble in 2020, wouldn't claim it. Okay. Any team that I root for,
will not buy the championship shirt.
I will not buy no gear.
Championship because they did not play a full-fledged fucking season. That's
like I said,
all about to me.
Like I said, the only team in the year 2020 that gets a full-fledged championship for me is the damn freaking Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Why? They played a full regular season in the NFL and full playoffs. Yes, I know there were no fans there, but the Buccaneers didn't take 3 months off.
No.
Like the NBA did.
No. They figured it out.
Got it done.
Made it happen. You know what? Hell, the games we don't even have to hire security. No fans in the stadium. We'll save more money with that. And the only thing that kind of sucked is that during that, the vendors, the people that, the
beer, hot dogs, peanuts,
but I believe each team took care of those employees. I think they still gave them their salary or something like that. I don't know. We'll look into that and talk about it. And if anybody wants to know, we'll look into that later. But anyway, back to what we're saying. If you don't play your full season, as great as the Spurs is, one of their championships is an asterisk. Sorry. Just sorry.
They played for the game.
Duncan. Yes. Tim Duncan has an asterisk on his championship because they didn't play a full season.
So we call it 4.5.
4.5.
4.5.
And you know what? Honestly, I wouldn't give a shit if the Dodgers did win a full season in the World Series. I don't think. Fuck them. It's even better that they won a half season championship. That just makes
not even a half, because they didn't play 81 games. They only played 60.
Oh, well, see, that makes it even. When they say, well, at least we're World Series champions, I can just laugh right in their face. You didn't take a whole season to win one. Try playing a full season like this team did. Hey. Anyway,
all I can say is the last few seasons that they've played, 160. Well, let's just go down the list. Okay, 2021, right. Lost to the Braves in the NLCS after they got lucky by us because we gave them hell. They won 5 games, gave them hell. But
is that the game where we were at Birdo House and I was very, very upset?
Yeah. I'm
sure.
Okay, yeah. But lost to the Braves in the LCS in 6. Then last season, lost in the first round to the San Diego Fathers after you won a franchise record 111 games and lost to the San Diego Fathers. Okay. 2019, lost to the eventual champions, the Washington Nationals, aka the Walgreens. Okay. Year before that, lost in the World Series to the Boston Red Sox. Year before that, even though yes, some people of the Houston Astros did steal signs, which that has been going on in baseball since the creation of time.
They still would have lost.
So the Astros. Okay. I'm done Dr. Bashing because they're in first place again, bastards.
Well, you know
Even
what?
though it's a different team.
Oh well. Guess what? There's a full season of baseball being played this year. They're not going to get to the World Series and just decide to win one. You know, with all the big payroll and big money, they try. Look, with that big ass payroll they got, they couldn't even win one with the half season. They had to win one with 60 games. Get the fuck out of here with this Dodger. What?
Okay. Now back to basketball.
Yes.
Jamal Murray, who shot lights out again, who is
Are you shocked?
Again, no, but I'm just saying, man had 31 points, 4 of it from
Wait, Jamal range. Murray had 31?
Jamal Murray had 31. Yes. So Jokic and Murray combined for 65 points, and LeBron and AD combined for 66. So both dynamic duos was putting in work in game 1 of this series. But I will say this: one adjustment that I got to give Darvin Ham credit for is the fact that when he put Hachimura on to guard Jokic, that did lead AD to stay at the rim and be the rim protector, and that started the comeback for Lakers because the Lakers got within 3.
See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? So that's why I go back earlier. I can't wait for game 2. I would love to see what Darvin Ham, because now he has the film. Now he can see. So when that play is ran, he can be like, yo. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So,
but on the flip side, if I'm Mike Malone, switching and I'm putting Aaron Gordon back on LeBron James. If I even dare see Jamal Murray guarding LeBron James, damn it, switch now. Because again, Jamal Murray gives a full effort, but you're not going to be guarding LeBron James, and LeBron James is more physical than you. Yeah, he does not have a. He's Jamal Murray's built, but he's not LeBron built. No. Aaron Gordon is LeBron built. You can let those two bulls go at it, not Jamal Murray.
Yeah, but plus you would want to save Jamal Murray from the fouls.
Oh yes, because he played with 5 fouls. I mean, a lot of the Nuggets were in foul trouble. Contavious, like I said, Contavious Caldwell Pope. Do not think that he was motivated to play against the Lakers today. He had 21 points today. Shot 9-17. Brent Brown had 16 off the bench to lead the Nuggets. So I'm just telling you. Well, Hachimura played well off the bench. He had 17. I'll tell you what. Austin Reeves is earning himself a big payday this offseason. And Rob Pelinka, and this is the only time I will ever give the Lakers advice. Rob Pelinka, you would be a fool to let Austin Reeves walk.
Well, hell, he might have. Was he there? Was he one of the ones that let Brent? Was he there when Brandon Ingram was left? Rob Pelinka wasn't in office, was he? Or he was there?
I don't think he was. I think that was still when Magic was on the job when Brandon Ingram left. I could be wrong.
No, I believe you're right with that one, brother.
But I want to say Magic was in charge, or he was given the title, but other people inside the organization was trying to run things, and that's why Magic left in the first place. Because they were not letting Magic do his job. Which also, by the way,
remember Magic was
not the coaches. Yeah, 93, 94 season. Yes, I do. But before we continue, kudos to Magic Johnson because him and Josh Harris are now the new owner of the Commanders of the NFL. So kudos to Magic.
The Commanders will be relevant within 4 years. They damn it, maybe even 2. Between 2 and 4 years, they will be relevant.
Well, I know this. They've already built the defense there because you got Montez Sweat and Trey Young
Yeah.
on each side of the ball that can rush the quarterback, and you got Payne in the middle. So,
well, what I'm just saying is whatever magic touches turns to gold. I'm just saying.
oh no
Besides
question.
the Dodgers, they still shit.
Them Starbucks and AMC theaters that he's opened up and give people jobs to. Magic really is the gift that keeps on giving.
Don't he got any involved with a gym too?
He was involved with 24 Hours for a long time.
Yeah, it was 24. Yeah, there we go.
But anyhow, Hachimura played strong, but back to Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves is playing to get himself, as they say, a bag. He had 23, shot 7-14 with the floor, 5-9 from 3, had some looks late in the fourth quarter that he just missed. Otherwise, the Lakers could have possibly still game one. But there was 2 key plays late in the game that I think cost Lakers the game. One, well, I think they were down. I want to say they were down 3, and LeBron took a quick 3-point shot. I'm like, you didn't need to take 3.
That. I was reading that on Facebook. A lot of Laker fans was pissed off with that shot he took.
You didn't have to take 3. You could have got the quick 2 and try to get a defensive stop,
or at least go get an N1. You're big. Either they're gonna foul you or you're gonna get it like the N1, this, that, and the third. So yeah, I can see why a lot of fans were pissed off.
And then also Jokic got a big steal late in the game that sealed the deal for Denver, which again, like I said, it was a fantastic game. Denver played as well as you could, but again, Darvin Ham has instilled this no quit mentality with this particular Laker basketball team. Because I mean, even I was saying, and I was talking to a friend of the program and support of the show, our good friend Mr. Brian Sullivan. I was saying, you know what? With the way it was going, I'm like, you know what? I'm resting LeBron and AD, and I'm just gonna go to game 2. But instead, the Lakers fought, got within 3, only lost by 6. And I mean, if I'm a Laker, and I'm a Laker fan, which I'll take it.
You could have just told me to pick up the glass for you. I did it for you. Ain't got no problem.
I know you would. I just want to make sure my mouth is watched when I say this. But if I'm a Laker fan,
you don't need it again.
I know. But if I'm a Laker fan, I would be highly motivated and encouraged in a loss. Because, like I said, it could have been a lot uglier, should have been a lot uglier because you were getting slaughtered after the first 24 minutes of basketball. Slaughtered in every which way, shape, form, however you want to call it, because the Nuggets were just having their way, and were shooting lights out.
Yeah.
But again, as they always say, the series does not start until the home team loses.
Yep.
So we will see on Thursday if the Nuggets will continue to hold serve, or if the Lakers can at least get one in the altitude before they come back to
well, they ain't afraid
the
of
house.
They're not afraid of the road. They took game 1 in Memphis. They took game 1. They took game 1 in San Francisco. So
correct.
Wouldn't be shocked. I mean, I know they didn't take game 1 tonight, but damn it, they almost was close. So
correct.
Wouldn't be shocked if they do take game 2 or come out.
Oh, not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
With a lot of fight. But they just gonna have to find a way to answer. I mean, nobody finds a way for Jokic, but they're gonna have to find a way for Jokic.
I don't think anyone has the formula to stop the Joker.
I don't either. I don't think either. I mean, but they're just gonna have to at least keep him off the glass. You know, he's gonna get his with his points and assists. But if he's on the glass, it's
like I said, if Denver keeps getting if they keep getting 15 offensive rebounds a game, to where that leads to second chance points, and that leads to second shots for Murray, for Caldwell Pope, for Michael Porter Jr., for Jeff Green, for Braun, for Brown, for Michael Porter Jr. It might be a shorter series for the Lakers. Again, I see it going 6. I'm picking Denver in
What did
6.
I say?
I think you said you didn't give a prediction.
Oh, I didn't.
We did not give a prediction for the
Oh, that
series.
was supposed to be last night before the game started. That was going to be our prediction. Yeah, okay, that's right. That's right. That's right.
Correct. Correct.
So,
But
uh Denver in 5.
whoa,
Denver in 5. I think they gonna go to LA and just they that
calling you're calling a gentleman sweep.
think they gonna
Wow.
tire. I think they're gonna tire the Lakers out. I just think that they have that team is young. And if you look at what the Warriors did, even with the loss and how the it was played, the Lakers were tired.
Well,
LeBron had
it,
to play plus minutes. AD played plus minutes. They didn't really get no rest except for the blowouts. But other than that, I don't
well,
see.
look at it like this. Look at it like this. Before the series started, LeBron was averaging 37 minutes a game, 80, 34. Tonight, or last night, I should say, 80 played 42 minutes. LeBron played 40. And
That's
that's
gonna
doing
be
that.
every game.
And that was doing and tonight that was or last night that was doing that in altitude.
That's gonna be every game, bro. I don't see a blowout in none of these games. I see big leads, but I can see leads being overturned or even like getting close. Oh, they're gonna be running. But excuse me. I just think Denver with their youth per se wouldn't be shocked if Denver gets it in 6. But I can see Denver winning in 5. And this is not even being a bitter fan. This ain't even being a bitter Warrior fan. This is just basketball IQ.
Well, again, the two things that have been the Achilles heel for the Lakers all season long has been they're not a very good shooting team,
Yep.
and their transition defense has been crap all year long.
Yep.
Even with the new roster that they have now, yes, they've gotten better defensively in the half court. In the half court, fire on defense.
Mm-hmm.
No question about that.
Mm-hmm.
No ifs, ands, or buts about that. But it's been transition defense and not enough shooting because D'Angelo Russell shaky at times.
Yeah, real spotty.
Same thing with same thing with Dennis Schroeder, spotty at times shooting.
Yeah.
The only consistent shooters that they've had so far as just pure shooting the ball, has been Reeves.
Yep.
And has been Hachimura. Hachimura has been a steal of a trade.
Oh my goodness. We will be talking about that until they get eliminated. He's been tremendous. He's been tremendous.
The trade for Hachimura has been huge dividends for Lakers. Okay, you know what? I'm tired of giving Lakers credit.
I'm real,
but again, on the show, credit is given where credit must be given.
All day, every day. I mean, we couldn't have a sports show if we just consistently talk about our teams. That's yes. We have to swallow our pride.
I mean,
we got to swallow our pride.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Get us wrong. We are very homer for our teams. We ride and die with them, but when they play like crap, we tell them they play like crap. Oh. Okay. How many times have you heard my brother say on this show more than one time, I am done with the damn Raiders. F them. He has said it more than once.
And they're probably gonna say it 1,000 times this season too.
Okay. How many times have I wanted to choke out Kyle Shanahan with his ridiculous play calling sometimes?
Not running the ball when you guys are kicking ass with running.
Okay. There have been plenty of times where you've seen both of us give out a lot of passion, as I like to say, on the show. Okay. I'll say like this. We probably talk more worse about our teams when they play like crap than when we do when they're winning.
Yep. And yours has been winning more than mine, and you still talk crap. So I've been talking shit since 2001.
That's here nor there. But before we preview the Eastern Conference Finals, which starts today between the Celtics and the Heat,
I get
which
to sit home and watch that game too. Let's go.
to which well, you know what? Oh, and I'll be doing a podcast later on.
So you podcast. If you want to go live, I'd be like, you damn right we can do it.
I thought of it, but I realized, it's Wednesday. I'll be in the studio doing
Hey,
the. I'll be in the studio. I'll be in the studio doing the Other Side of the Ball podcast, talking about the ACE NFL. It's almost playoff time in the ACE NFL, which you can now actually watch that on YouTube. So you can see yours truly, shiny chicken grease and all, talking about no pet in football. But anyhow, before we continue, something happened in Philadelphia today, which made my brother sing this song to the highest of his lungs. There was a firing in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, as Doc Rivers, after 3 seasons, was let go as he failed to get out of the second round each particular year. Even though he had a 154-82 record, did help Embiid win the MVP, but it just seems like a lot of people will say that it was James Harden that got Doc Rivers fired. I said some people. I'm not saying you. I'm not saying you.
I know you're gonna give me your floor in a second. I'll wait.
But according to Woj, and this is what he said earlier this morning when it happened, he said the candidates that they are looking at for the head coaching job in Philly is Mike Budenholzer, formerly of the Bucks, who led the Bucks to the 21 NBA title. He was on the coaching staff on Doc, and as I always like to say, one of the ugliest men in the NBA, Sam Cassell. He's considered a candidate. Nick Nurse, formerly of the Raptors, that won the title in 2019, he's a candidate. Bubble champion head coach Frank Vogel is a candidate, and 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 the guy that Mizzle wants to be part of the new coaching of the Sixers, he wants Monty Williams stat. That's who he wants. But then there's a name that just happened to pop up, and we're just like, why? But yes, Mike D'Antoni is on the list. But now,
guess who's the?
Let me give you the proper introduction now. Now, to talk about the state of the address that is the Philadelphia 76ers, I give thee Mr. Raymond D. Mason, aka Mizzle. Floor is yours, sir.
Well, first of all, Game 7, atrocious. Just 3 fucking points in the third quarter, and you got the MVP. How there? Tell me, is there any team that ever scored 3 points in one single quarter? No. Philadelphia just did that. Three points, bro. And you got the MVP in James Harden, and you could. One man single-handedly sent the Sixers home in one quarter.
Jason Tatum was on fire. No question. No question.
So,
to which, by the way, they scored a total of 10 points in that third quarter.
So they got 7 more than okay. So 10. Whoop the fucking do.
Well, the Celtics scored 33 to just add salt on the wounds.
And Jason Tatum probably had 31 of them.
Well, he had 51 of the 112 that Boston scored in that game.
Yeah. So like I said, one man. I mean, I kind of figured James Harden wouldn't show up, but I didn't expect Embiid to have a game like that. I thought Embiid at least would have kind of tried to put the team on his back or do something. Just damn. I'd have been cool with him shooting all over the damn floor. But 15 points? 15?
On 5 of 18 shooting.
15 points?
Okay, well, let me ask you this. Is it a bad thing if Tobias Harris is your leading scorer?
Yes. When you got James Harden and fucking Embiid, the MVP. Hell, how many points did Maxey have?
17.
2 more than Embiid. So Maxey and Tobias Harris was our two leading scorers.
Correct.
And then Embiid got the nerve to say that it takes everybody to win. Bro, you average damn near close to 35, 40 points a game. You led the league in scoring for the third time in a row. You get 15 points in the game 7.
33.1 points per game he averaged during the regular season, which, by the way, yes, indeed, did win him the scoring title. Yes, you are correct.
You get 15 points in the game 7. What did I say on my Facebook when they lost game 6? I said, it's over. There's no way we go back to Boston and win. I didn't know that we were going to score 88 points and Boston scored 120, whatever, whatever.
112, 112.
112. It felt
That's
like
here nor there.
It felt like 120. But not even to show up. So now to jump along, the game's over. Boston, I'm rooting for Jimmy now. That's who I'm rooting for. So you already know who I'm picking there when that's foreshadowing. But to get to the Doc Rivers situation, now, no, it's not all on Doc, but the 3 years Doc cannot get out the second round with this team. Doc has blown 3-1, 3-2 leads.
Everywhere he's been.
Everywhere he's been.
Orlando.
I did not. So before this,
Boston,
I did not even want Doc Rivers to be the Sixers coaches because of his previous coaching. So when I'm saying here, oh, happy day that he's gone, yeah, I'm happy that his coaching is gone. But yeah, I'm pissed off at my 2 All-Stars. So don't think that I'm separating the two. I'm just more pissed off at Doc because he didn't make the necessary adjustments. Bro, why are you not putting somebody on Tatum that can get in his grill? Why are you single-handedly letting this man just go off? Why you didn't switch to a zone?
Which, in a sense, was a continuation from the fourth quarter of game 6, because, again, the first 3 quarters, Jason Tatum could not hit a damn thing. And he saw 2 back-to-back threes go in, and then he just went off ever since. And even Mizzle, as we were going back and forth through the game, he was like, "Oh, I've seen this before. I've seen this before." And as we always say on this show, when you know your team, you know your team. And
didn't
Tatum
do that last year to get his team to the finals? Just went on a straight explosion. So
I look at it this way. I go back to game 1 of the finals last year where the Warriors were in control, and then Jaylen Brown just decided to just go apeshit mad crazy.
And the Celtics didn't even get off. That's the thing.
He only had 25. He had a quiet 25 points. Did Jaylen Brown?
Oh, one person single-handedly put y'all fishing. Embiid has not been out the second round
his whole career.
Man, not only did I get 1 black eye, I got 2 black eyes. And one of the black eyes, I owe someone a flipping fucking bottle. So, I don't like losing to LA people. That's one thing I really don't. I'll take losses to anybody else. LA fans, well, whew. But to get back on the Sixers, man, I just hope they find the right coach that can get us over that. The talent's there. Tyrese Maxey is good. As much as I like Tobias Harris, it might be time to move on from that. Because if Doc's gone, Tobias Harris is gone. That's about the only reason why Tobias Harris is there, because that's a Doc player. PJ Tucker might be gone because that's a Doc guy. I'm okay either way with Harden. If Harden want to stay, cool, but you need to Nope, nope. I'm gonna take that back. Nope, because that fucker didn't do shit. But after them 2 games, so his ass can go too. It's. Let's
He's
go
giving
get
us the
Dame. Let's go get Dame. You know, you put something together. As long as Tyrese Maxey ain't part of the deal, whatever it takes to get Dame. Put Dame with MB. Dame would not have let that shit happen in game 7. I promise you. If Dame was on Philadelphia, that shit would not happen in game 7. Hell, they probably would have won game 6.
it would have been Dame time.
You know what I'm saying? They honestly need James Harden should have been the player that I think the Sixers were looking for if MB can carry the team. That's why they went out and got James Harden, because he's a scorer. Okay, well, James Harden, know if you did your research, he don't score in the playoffs. He kind of disappears besides these 2 games that he had with us, but he don't play in the playoffs very well. It's just
Well, again, this all started when he was with Oklahoma City because he absolutely disappeared in the 2012 NBA Finals against the Miami Heat.
And what did he do in the Houston game? I believe he went like what 0 for 17 for behind the 3-point. Was that the whole team that went 0 for something?
The whole team was
Yeah.
over 27, but I guarantee
Yeah.
you James Harden had about half of that.
Yeah. So why I
Okay. ¿Por qué?
so I'm more excited about Doc Rivers going because I hope that they can bring in a coach that can make adjustments. I'm good. Like I said, I want Monty because we already know we didn't had multiple shows talking about Monty Williams.
Correct.
So I'm good with the Bolton holes. Shaky with Nick Nurse. Damn sure don't want D'Antoni, but if I know if D'Antoni gets hired, Harden's staying. And that's a Daryl Morley thing. And we're about to become the Houston Rockets of Eastern Conference.
Now, staying in the Eastern Conference, again, the rematch, third time in 4 years of the Eastern Conference Finals will come down to the Miami Heat and the Boston Celtics.
Let's go.
I mean, as good of a storyline as you want it to be, the Celtics, the reigning defending Eastern Conference champions, looking to get back to the finals. They're definitely a team on a mission, but also Jimmy Butler is a man possessed. He is a man. He is a man on a mission. But again, the Heat culture is real, and something Stephen A. Smith said earlier yesterday on First Take, and I agree with him 1,000%. It was asked. I think it was asked by Molly of the head coaches remaining, which of the head coaches you trust, and without hesitation, without even thinking about it, Stephen A. said Eric Spoelstra. And you know what?
I agree.
I 1,000% agree with him.
I don't disagree with that either. I mean, just look at the consistency.
Oh yeah, I mean,
that's all you got to look at.
Well, like I said, you look at the last 12 years, and Eric Spoelstra coach team has been in the conference finals. This is the 7th time.
Yeah. Now, there's not many coaches you can say about that. I mean, you can put Greg Popovich on there. Hell, before he retired, you can say Jerry Sloan when he was with Utah. That was consistent around the that or he ran Utah. Jerry, if you think Utah Jazz, you better think Jerry Sloan before you think about John Stockton and Karl Malone. That man, yeah. So and Eric Spoelstra, yeah. So yeah. Now Kerr is getting there too, but I'm quite intrigued to see what Kerr can do without the core. You know, I would like to see what he can do with what was drafted and see how they can.
But also, Stephen A. Smith also said because there was a like how they do the Manning cast on Monday Night Football, they did the Stephen A. thing for game of the night.
I've been meaning to listen to that. I didn't get a chance.
He had Draymond Green on there, and Stephen A. said, "I am not giving up on the Golden State Warriors. Do not think they will not get a 5th title." So, if Stephen A. is saying I'm not giving up on the Warriors.
Well, remember what he said when they won when they beat Boston that year. He said he believed the Warriors will win out of the 3 years, 2 titles.
Correct.
So they won one in the first year. They took this off. So as you just quoted, he said, "Don't sleep." He ain't giving up on them. So don't be shocked if the ship gets righted and me and you are hosting another gold-blooded being chip shirt.
That's here nor there. But again, back to this Eastern Conference Final Series,
which is going to be
evenly matched. Evenly matched. I'm just going to say right now, I think it's going 7 again.
Yep.
Yep. Already said what finals matchup I want. I want the Nuggets versus Heat NBA Finals. Just for the simple fact is, it's something we haven't seen before. It's something, even though it would be Miami's 5th trip to the finals, but the fact is, this would be a first time match because I'm gonna tell you this right now. If it ends up being Lakers and Celtics, I will not watch.
I'm not.
I won't.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I'm not watching.
I won't. That. I've seen it enough.
I will not even watch Sports Center to even know.
I've seen it enough in my lifetime. And again,
back from Kobe when Kobe was doing it. No, I'm over it.
Enough of it. I saw it twice in the 80s.
Yes.
I saw it twice in the 2010s.
Yes.
I don't need to see it again.
No.
I've seen it enough in my lifetime. Just like, again, even though I was enjoying the Warriors run, I was tired of seeing the Warriors play the Cavs in the finals. I still wanted the Warriors to play.
It was interesting to see them play the Raptors.
And the Raptors.
It would have been nice it'd been nice if KD could have just played, but here or there. It's almost like seeing the Yankees in the World Series. I'm tired of that. I don't want to see that. No.
This is why the Bucks and Suns was a unique finals, because it was something fresh, something we hadn't seen in a while. Again, and we know this, the NBA is the only sport in North America that, for whatever reason, they just do not like parity, because there's plenty of parity in the NFL. Damn sure plenty of parity in the NHL, in the NHL.
Oh, I'm giving you enough of that this season.
and well, I mean, just look like this: the 4 teams that remain are not necessarily hockey towns per se.
Right. Your pedigree of winning that you put on TV.
Yeah, but the fact is, you cannot deny how well the Carolina Hurricanes have played.
Indeed.
I mean, the Cinderella story that is the Florida Panthers beating the 2 teams that they beat to get to the conference finals.
Yes.
First you're down 3-1 to the team with the best record in the Boston Bruins, who everyone just thought the Bruins were going to at least appear in the finals, and you come back beating them down 3-1. Yeah. Then everyone thought, well, you know what, damn it, this might be the Maple Leafs' chance to finally make an appearance for the first time in a long time. And hold it, said the Florida Panthers. And now they play the Carolina Hurricanes, to which, of course, one of our all-time beloved Sharks, Mr. Bernsey, is on the Hurricane. So, damn it, Bernsey, good luck.
Yes.
I mean, there's 2 former Sharks that are in the Final Four, of course. Former captain Joe Pavelski is playing for the Stars, and they have a tough task playing the Golden Knights, who just entered the Edmonton Oilers season again.
Try to get a ticket.
I'm a damn sure try. I'm a damn sure try to experience North American playoffs for the first. I mean, that would be an electric atmosphere inside the Fortress.
I believe it.
That is the T-Mobile Arena. But I mean, but like I said, those 4 teams alone. I mean, it's not necessarily Hockey Town USA, but I mean, those 4 particular teams have done well, and they've earned the right to be in the Final Four to try and hoist one of the greatest trophies in sports, which is Lord Stanley's Cup. And now, these teams know each other. It's evenly matched teams, and it's really going to come down to the chess match between Tatum and Butler, because both are going to go at it. You know what kind of person Tatum is.
Yep.
Jimmy Butler is a straight up bulldog, and of course we can easily call this the Jimmy Butler fan club because both of us are just huge, tremendous fans of Jimmy Butler, and we've always been saying the man can play on my team any day of the week. And of course, you know how Mizzle feels about him, and the Sixers just letting him go. Of course, if we had a soundboard to where we could cue up that Tobias Harris soundbite that he always says, we would play it at nauseating randomness. But as I keep saying, for the Heat, yes, Jimmy is the straw that stirs the drink, but that team goes as Bam Adebayo goes, and Bam is going to be a huge key in this series, especially the matchup between him and Al Horford. But
I think he outworked him.
But I will say this: if Strus, and if Gabriel, if those two per se, and then you add in Duncan Robinson, and don't forget, perhaps somewhere in this series, perhaps Tyler Hero might make his return in this series.
That'd be huge.
Which would be a huge factor for Miami. But if Strus, who has played fantastic in this series, Vincent has played fantastic in the series,
Duncan Robinson.
And if Gabriel continues to play well as they've had, again, I know I have been beating the dead horse with a stick, but I have been saying all playoffs long, the Miami Heat is not your normal number 8 seed. They are not. This is an 8 seed that can legitimately win the Larry O'Brien trophy. Laugh at me if you want to. Think if I've lost my mind if you want to.
Nope.
But my eyes have watched this team in this run in the playoffs. This team is legit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Jimmy Butler at times has put this team on his back. They knocked out the team with the best record in the NBA, the Milwaukee Bucks. Beat them. Okay, they took home court away from the Knicks. I'm just telling you. And yes, I am picking the Heat in 7 because I've already said what matchup I want in the finals. I want Heat versus Nuggets. Give me something new. Give me something fresh. Give me a team that's never been there. And the Nuggets, they never even made it to an ABA finals because they are from the ABA. For those that know their history, they're from the ABA, just like the Pacers, just like the Nets. They came over from the ABA to the NBA, just like the San Antonio Fundamentals also came from the ABA. Okay, so Denver would be on fire for the first NBA Finals. Of course, we know what Miami is. They've been there and done that. But
Heat in 7.
I'm just telling you, Heat in 7.
Just by your sermon right there, bro. I ain't got it. I was looking for a hat. You know what I'm saying, to put the collection plate out there because there it is. Yeah, because that was fire. I ain't even got nothing to say behind that. I'm just gonna say Heat in 7. That's it. You played the groundwork. But I will say one thing though, it's Jimmy Butler, man. That
just saying, Jimmy Butler has
not
been
shocked if they win game 1. Would not.
Jimmy Butler has been on a mission since the bubble. Because the man,
he tasted it. He had that feeling. Even though Jimmy Butler would have won that title, not have been like, damn it, Jimmy, why you had to win the half championship?
He left his soul out there.
Oh, I wish
in Orlando. In Orlando.
I wish we
he left his soul. He left it. That man gave everything he possibly had for the team in that bubble in Orlando. And it's been sticking with him ever since. Because again, he knows who he is.
Yep.
He stays true to who he is.
Yep.
And again, not to mention, the Miami Heat are really about team. Like I said, Heat culture, that is a damn real thing. And it starts with the Arsons, all
Yep.
the way down to Pat Riley,
Yep.
all the way down to Eric Spoelstra. They
Fact.
play to who they are. They don't change who they are. They stick to their core. They stick to the principles, just like the San Antonio fundamentals. They know who they are. They stick to who they are. Same thing with the Miami Heat. It is going to be a fantastic series between the Celtics and the Heat because it never disappoints when those two get together. Because last year's conference finals was outstanding. And like I said, they were 1 3 point away from Jimmy Butler from playing the Warriors in the finals. And the Heat would have given the Warriors hell if it would have been the Heat
You know
last
what? I
year.
wouldn't have been mad how that would have went out. Of course, I'd have wanted the Warriors to win, but if Jimmy Butler would have got one,
You tip your cap. You tip your cap.
it's
That's what
not
you do.
it's not hard to not
Oh,
root for
not at
Jimmy
all.
Butler.
You for players like Jimmy Butler. Just his story alone.
Indeed.
You root for me like that. And like I said, the man can play on my team any day of the freaking week. Like that man will forever have a roster spot on my roster without question.
And I believe the
Like I,
Miami Heat knows that. And I believe that I believe Jimmy Butler might retire a Miami Heat. I don't see him going anywhere.
well, he might be the next Heat jersey to be retired.
And let him deliver a championship this season.
Oh boy.
South Beach.
So, but yes, but Miami is that team
Yeah.
that can legitimately go into Boston and win it.
Yep.
Miami is that.
They
Think
already
it not strange. Think it not strange if the Miami Heat become the first 8 seed to win the Larry O'Brien Trophy. Again, laugh at me if you want to. Make fun of me if you want to. But what my brown eye, but what my brown eyes are seeing, and again, and keep this in mind, Miami lost the first play-in game. Lost. So they had to win twice just to even get in the playoffs, just to be the 8 seed. And when they got in, I said, damn it.
Watch out.
If there is an 8 seed that can beat the Milwaukee Bucks, it's the Miami Heat. And when Jimmy went off for 56,
You saw
off for 56 points. And Milwaukee knew he was getting the ball. But Jimmy was like, come on, come on. Okay. I'm not even going to shoot a three. I'm going to just go baseline to the elbow and just put it in your mouth and just hold your shorts up. Jimmy Butler's that bulldog. I'm just telling you, thinking not strange if the Miami Heat become the first 8 seed to hoist the Larry O'Brien Trophy. Do not think it not strange. Do not be surprised if it happens.
Well, I'm rooting for
And if
Jimmy
it does
Butler.
happen, and if it does happen, I will come on the show and be like, y'all didn't listen to me. Y'all did not. I'm not saying I'm a know-it-all. That's not what I'm saying. This is why we do a sports show of opinion. We're just giving our opinions on what we think in the world of sports. But do not be surprised if you see an 8 seeded team called the Miami Heat hoist the Larry O'Brien Trophy. And if that happens, I think that'll be Spolstra's best job as a coach and Pat Riley's best job as an executive. I'll drop the mic on that.
You might as well. Somebody better pay this man. You better put that collection plate out there. I ain't got nothing else to say, bro. That's it. That's it right there. I agree with everything you just said right there. I believe because they play excellent defense and they play defense on the wings.
Yes.
Everywhere. They can guard the rim. They can guard the wing. And they can push the ball. They can run. You didn't see them play tempo basketball. You didn't see them play fast basketball.
But the thing is, they're not so heavy reliant on the 3-point ball.
No.
That's one thing you have to understand when you watch them. I mean, yes, they have people that can shoot the three, but they don't live and die by it.
They don't
Okay,
jack it up like the
they
Warriors.
they, they, they don't jack it. They don't jack it up like a lot of teams do.
Mhm.
They're okay. They are okay with living inside. They're okay living in. They're okay playing old school Eastern Conference basketball to where you can score in the high 80s to low 90s.
And,
They're
and
okay
they
with
get
that.
offensive rebounds. And they get offensive rebounds.
They're okay with that. They like playing that style. That's who they are.
Yeah.
That's who they are.
Straight up.
The Miami Heat play old school Eastern Conference basketball to where you play tenacious defense and you're lucky if you get in the high 80s and early and low 90s to score. Anything above 95 in the old school Eastern Conference was a win-win in itself.
Indeed.
But just I'm just saying, like I said, for me, I would love a Nuggets Heat NBA Finals. I know what ABC wants.
We don't need
What
that.
we we know what ABC wants.
We
I
don't need
don't
that.
want to see it again. I don't want to see it again. I don't.
We don't
I,
need it.
I don't want to see 17 and a half versus 17. I don't need to see it.
That is not a
Just,
because you know what? You already gave the narrative and the storyline. That's what will be talked about. What story franchise will get to 18? You said 17 and 17, right?
it's 17.5 against 17.
See? We don't need that. No. You give me Heat and Nuggets.
Give me South Beach versus Mile High.
Ah,
Give me altitude versus humidity.
Stephen A will be probably happy. You want South Beach.
Yeah. Give him South Beach. Now, again, if it ends up being Lakers and Heat, damn it, go Heat. I'll
Yes.
leave it at that.
Well,
I'll leave it at that.
It's Heat all the way. I'm pulling for Jimmy Butler, so it's going with will be the Heat then all the way. That's who I'm rooting for.
Love Jimmy Butler to get his, but at the same time, it will not hurt me if the Denver Nuggets get their first championship. It won't.
Yeah.
I'll be okay with that because Mike Malone has been a fantastic coach.
Yeah. I see your point.
I still say he got fucked over by the Kings before they got it right getting Mike Brown
Oh
because
yeah, they didn't give him an opportunity.
yeah,
Now the Kings make a mistake now. They got a good coach.
yes,
They got a good
but
coach.
Mike Malone was turning things around in my opinion in Sacramento, and I really thought he got an unfair shake.
I agree.
With that said, Mark Jackson got an interview with the Bucks. Good for him. I think he's been blackballed enough.
Yeah,
I think he deserves a chance to try and be a head coach again.
I
Enough's
agree.
enough.
I
Now,
agree.
say this. If Doc Rivers, go back to the broadcast booth. Go back to putting on a headset because when you were doing it, you were a damn good analyst. Damn good analyst. And maybe your voice will come back if you get back behind the mic. Even though Jamie Foxx does a fantastic impression of Doc Rivers' voice. He's like, "It's not Blake's fault. It's not his fault."
Who does Jamie Foxx doesn't do?
That's my favorite Jamie Foxx impression is still him doing John Legend. That man, him doing John Legend on the Jimmy Fallon wheel of musical impressions on the Jimmy Fallon show when he did the Toys R Us jingle as John Legend. I'm telling you, I lost my damn mind because that shit was hilarious.
I'll raise you that, but when he did Stephen A. Smith,
I hate you. I hate you right now. You went. Damn it. Damn it.
Yeah, when he impersonated Steven, when he was his brother, walking around that hotel room in his draw.
Can't stand you. I can't stand you. But and just to recap, Nuggets was outstanding, shot the ball well, but the Lakers showed some tremendous heart. Nuggets got by 132 to 126. Can't wait for game two. That will come Thursday. Game one tonight, Celtics Heat, or should I say game eight. It continues on the parquet floor. What happens? It's Tatum and Brown against Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo. Should be a fantastic, fantastic series.
Keep the whistles in your mouth
So,
unless it's necessary.
so here's what we know so far. We know the Bucks, the Suns, the 76ers, the Raptors need a new head coach. So that's 4 job openings right now in the NBA. We will see what happens. We will see if more come open.
Yeah.
We will see if we will see if the Warriors will need a new GM. Bob Myers is still undecided if he's going to come back or not. So we'll see what happens with that. But it is almost to the finish line of the NBA season. The conference finals are here. Of course, the finals start June the 1st on ABC. But
2 weeks.
yeah. So any final parting shots before we call it an early morning?
I do not. Just yeah, fuck the Lakers.
Or as Boot Knight would say, 2 times.
Yes.
2 times.
Yes.
Anyhow.
No,
But anyhow.
oh, you know what? I do. I just really, just to harp back on the adjustments Darvin Ham will make. I would love to see how he's gonna match up with Denver. For real. All jokes aside about what I just said a second ago, but I would love to see how that's going to match up and see if they can bounce back and have a good game, which I think they do. But they're going to need that, what's his name, the fourth, to come off the bench and probably start having some good games because they're going to get tired, man.
Lonnie Walker the fourth.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely say that Vanderbilt needs to have a big game off the bench along with Lonnie Walker the fourth.
Yeah.
Perhaps perhaps you reinstill Beasley into the rotation.
Maybe.
Because again, you gotta have legs when you're playing in altitude. Because playing in altitude is no joke. But again, I think on the flip side, if you're the Nuggets, Jokic, Murray, and KCP, you gotta stay out of foul trouble because they each could have fouled out the game because Murray and KCP were each playing with 5 fouls, which could have been disastrous.
Yeah.
If they got a 6. So, I mean, you want to be aggressive, no question. You want to be aggressive. But I mean, Mike Malone kept saying it. We need to play better on the defensive end. That's all he was preaching during his sideline interviews because, I mean, the Lakers, like I said, as well as Denver shot the ball, the Lakers put up 72 points in the second half.
Oof.
and almost stole game one after they let Denver put up 72 on them in the first half. So again, I know adjustments will be made, but again, it's and I really agree with something Jeff Van Gundy said. He said it might be beneficial for Denver to get both games because you might not want to leave with a split heading to LA because as the old cliche goes, the series doesn't start until the home team loses. And like I said, the Lakers and the Nuggets so far in this postseason at home are combined 13-0. Denver 7-0 at home, Lakers 6-0 at home. So, will home court continue to serve, or will the series officially start if the Lakers take a game in Denver, which now they need to split. Otherwise, it's going to be tough sailing. It's going to be tough sailing trying to come back down 2 games to none. And that's not saying the Lakers are not capable to come back down 2 games to none because they are. I mean, heck, even the Phoenix Suns down 2-0 came back to tie the game, but it took 2 Herculean efforts between Booker and KD just to tie the series. And then from game 5 on, Denver just blew the house down, which possibly could
Got
happen
tired.
again. Which again, it can happen because again, if LeBron and AD are playing 40 plus minutes somewhere down the line,
Mm-hmm.
the efficiency is going to start, especially if you're again playing an altitude again. So again, I know adjustments will be made. They're
Yep.
going to watch the film.
Yep.
I expect the Lakers to be better to a degree, but again, here's the thing: we know they're not going to stop Jokic. We know this.
Nope.
He's probably gonna average a triple double throughout the season. If
Welcome.
AD if AD is consistent and puts up 40 like he did tonight or last night, they're gonna cancel each other out. So it's gonna come down to the other supporting parts, as you have said, of who does it better. Because again, they gotta get more contribution besides Hachimura and Reeves.
Most
D'Angelo
definitely.
Russell, D'Angelo Russell and Dennis Schroeder have got to shoot the ball better,
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
which D'Lo has shown that he can, and
Yep.
short of the same thing. Um, and it comes down to that C word: consistency coaching, and the A word: adjustments. But I think both conference finals will be fantastic.
They're in
Like I
good
said,
hands. They're in good hands.
I agree. So with that said, I don't have any parting shots other than just give me a Heat Nuggets and BA final. That's all I want. That's all. That's all I want. But we thank you for watching this rapid fire edition of the Mizzle and Dub Show. For Mizzle, I am Dub. And we will probably do another rapid show after game one of the Eastern Conference Finals and talk about that and talk about what adjustments they might make for game two, whoever comes out on the winning side. So
Great.
that said, stay tuned for some more rapid fire playoff edition of the Mizzle Dub Show. We will definitely try to get our I want to say he's our basketball insider, but I guess you can say he is our own version of Brian Windhorst and Wojnarowski. We will try to get Mr. Token on the show to talk about these conference finals and perhaps even let some Laker fans defend their people and go into a whole full-fledged argument, or just watch him and Mizzle go back and forth all day every day. We don't know, but again, check out the YouTube page where you can catch all of our episodes. Also, catch our Mizzle and Dub Show IG page, to where
Hi.
sometimes we do go live and discuss what's going on in the games. Um, which you're saying you're off tomorrow, not Thursday, correct?
I'm off. Yeah, I'm off today. Yes.
Would have said we would have been live on today, but next opportunity
Next week.
week is that your weekend?
No, I'm off this weekend, but I'm going to a wedding on Saturday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, nice. All right, so the next opportunity we have to go live during a playoff game, we will do so. We'll just let you know which game that will be.
Is there a game on Sunday?
There is, but I'll be doing A7FL on Sunday.
Busy weekend.
Busy weekend for the both of us as it comes down to the playoffs. Now,
Yes.
the next weekend, I will have a weekend off because the playoffs will not start until June the 4th. We'll see what happens there. But we thank you for watching. Oh, and before I forget, shout out to the Arlington Renegades. They won the XFL title.
Yes.
A 4-6 team defeats a 9-1 team in the championship game, which again, as Chris Berman always used to say, that's why they play the game. So shout out to Bob Stoops and the Arlington Renegades as they win the championship in the XFL 3.0. But I thought it was a very solid. I thought it was a very solid game, but it was just a very solid production and a very solid league. And hopefully, I think they should get a second year because, like I said, the games are competitive.
Yeah.
It was innovative, and you saw some talent, and now you're seeing some people getting signed by NFL teams. So I think it accomplished what it wanted to accomplish, and I definitely would love to see more of it because I know even people in the league that I do commentary for the A7FL, the Vegas Vipers are looking at some of the players.
Right.
There was a scout. There was a scout there, checking out some talent. So like I said, the XFL is an opportunity for a lot of guys to try and fulfill their dream of playing professional football. So I'm all for it. So, like I said, he's Mizzle. I'm Dub. We thank you for watching as always, and we thank you for your support. Thank you to our subscribers on both pages, the YouTube and the IG page. And as always, it is 5 o'clock. Some damn where.
Sir.